What stops regional cooperation on infrastructure in Southeast Europe? Imagine trying to build a bridge that connects several islands, but each island has its own rules, fears, and priorities. That's similar to what's happening in Southeast Europe when countries try to work together on infrastructure projects. Despite knowing that working together could boost economies and improve lives, many obstacles stand in the way. First, the region is full of old conflicts and ethnic differences that still influence politics today. Countries often worry about losing control or sovereignty, so they hesitate to fully cooperate. Past disputes make trust hard to build, and that slows down joint projects like roads, energy grids, or railways. When countries see each other as rivals or have security concerns, cooperation becomes even more difficult. Another challenge is the lack of a clear, strong regional framework. The European Union has some policies to help Southeast European countries work together, but these are still developing. Past efforts like the Stability Pact did not fully succeed in creating a solid plan or enough funding. Without a strong outside supporter or a unified plan, countries struggle to coordinate large infrastructure projects that need long-term commitment. Economic issues also play a big role. Many countries in Southeast Europe have weak economies, limited budgets, and unstable financial systems. This makes it hard for them to invest in big projects that cost millions or even billions of euros. Corruption and inefficient public administration further slow down progress. When governments are not transparent or reliable, private companies hesitate to invest. Without enough private investment, public funds alone cannot cover the costs of modernizing infrastructure. Coordination is another tricky part. Infrastructure projects cross borders, so countries need to work closely on technical standards, legal rules, and risk management. Different priorities or capacities can cause delays or disagreements. Managing these projects requires a lot of communication and trust, which is often missing. If one country is worried about financial risks or political instability, they might hold back or delay commitments. Getting private companies involved is also tough. Investors see the region as risky because of political instability, unclear regulations, and market fragmentation. Without enough private money, governments have to cover more costs, which is not always possible. This limits the speed and scale of infrastructure development. External influences add another layer of complication. Countries are often pulled in different directions by outside powers like the European Union, China through its Belt and Road Initiative, or Russia. These external actors sometimes promote their own projects, making it harder for the region to agree on unified plans. This competition can lead to fragmented efforts instead of a joint strategy. Finally, the region faces infrastructure gaps that need urgent attention. Roads, railways, and energy networks are often outdated or incomplete. Climate change also brings new risks like flooding and storms, which threaten infrastructure and requiring regional solutions. Developing these strategies takes time and cooperation, but progress is slow. All these factors combine to slow down regional cooperation on infrastructure in Southeast Europe. Political mistrust, weak institutions, economic struggles, coordination issues, external influences, and climate risks all play a part. Overcoming these challenges means building trust, strengthening institutions, creating clear regional plans, and encouraging private investment. Only then can the region truly connect and grow together.